Good morning, students. Economics, class 11, properties of indifference curve approach. First, we should recapitulate the definition of indifference curve. An indifference curve shows the different combinations of good x and y that yield equal satisfaction to the consumer on all the points. Although we have done this in the last video, but now some characteristics are also there which can be find out by having different features or characteristics. Number one, an indifference curve always slopes downward from left to right. Now see this diagram, that IC curve is there, and for that you are seeing that y and x, these are changing, and when the combination changes it becomes y1 x1, means the curve slopes downwards from left to right. Then the second is the indifference curves are convex to the origin. Convex to the origin means it implies that as the consumer substitute x for y, the MRS, and I must tell you that what is MRS? Marginal rate of transformation. That is the delta loss of y upon delta gain of x. Between them goes on diminishing. As you see that A to B and is less than CD will be less than AB. That is shown on IC0. Now the third characteristic or feature is indifference curve never intersect each other, means they are parallel to each other. Then on IC0, point A is equal to point C because they are both are on the same curve. Similarly, point A is equal to point B. So point B will be point C and it cannot be possible, therefore these are not genuine ICs. Then fourth one is higher the indifference curve, higher is the level of satisfaction. In the previous one I have told you that as we go high we can consume more of both the goods. Then the last one but not the least, indifference curve should not touch any of the axes. The consumer has to buy two goods together, so he can't make or he can't ignore the use of one good and the making the use of and both the goods is compulsory. Because consumer purchases a combination of two goods only. And how it makes it possible? Because in our life we are using both type of goods, whether sometimes we like it or sometimes we don't like it, we get the equal satisfaction. So once again we recapitulate the concepts. First the definition, then how it slopes downwards from left to right, that is y1 x1. Then the second one, these are convex to the origin because CD is less than AB. Then indifference curve never intersect each other, means both the points can't be on the same curve. Then higher the indifference curve, higher is the level of satisfaction, means the more we have a thing, the less we derive from it, but we will be consuming the goods and that is higher satisfaction. Now the last is indifference curve should not touch any of the excess because at the same moment the consumer has to consume both of the commodities, the combination of the commodity, and that's why this curve is called as the indifference curve, because consumer will be consuming both the goods simultaneously. I think that's all for this characteristics of indifference curve or IC analysis, and these are also called as equal satisfaction curves.